inequality if you look at it in the world. Yeah, and Oxfam used that story, so I got involved with the coffee growers and started to work with them and started to deal with across stakeholders. We came up with an idea called 4C, yeah, which is the kind of self-declared conditions for coffee and other commodities where we have to make it in such a way people have a fair deal. Yeah. But after 9 years, thank you, the coffee growers had a slightly better deal. The market is not so kind of swinging up and down, but in the last 10 years, they have a new element which our sister Shobha added, climate change. Poverty takes a lot of time. It is generational. Are you with me? My mother took care of me when she was alone, when our dad left us. As a working child at the age of 7, and I nearly missed school. 3 months I cried that I couldn't go to the school. And my mother used to make food which I used to carry to sell. But if I didn't have that school, I would have never made it anything. Probably by selling, maybe I would have got a lottery ticket and won some money. Other than that, I would have been continuing to do the same running around and selling. That schooling that I did, which was helped by a headmaster because he gave us 5 rupees for me to enter the school, which I could not do. It was very important. Go back to the coffee growers. They're saying that, this thing called climate change is pushing us back so much. They had a gale, they had the worst insect attack, they had the worst rains, they had the worst drought continuously for 7 years. They're saying we are giving up on this land. So I said, okay, what I do, I know, as Gandhi would say, when you look at injustice, stand up and do something about it. And that's what you all are doing, right? You're looking at injustice not only here, but injustice everywhere. You don't isolate them. And you're taking a stand and do. And what I could do was to walk. I walked from here to Copenhagen, telling the stories. 2 years ago, I walked in India, from the top of the mountain, 550 kilometers down the road. And 30,000 people I met across. Every day through the radio, I was reaching about 1 million people. I almost kind of became an Indian guru. Yeah, and people used to, honestly, and the hair helps, Remember, style is very important as much as content. Campaigners, listen, you pay me later or for all this advice, okay? Yeah. So, I walked, and that became a big issue in the country. And what the farmers did is they also pooled their money. We came up with one of the best research on how do you actually put a price on a coffee agroforestry land, which actually also conserves water, which gives the best biodiverse forest. It's an agroforest, better than even the original forest. How do you make this land more premium? How does the state and the businesses contribute to that? We got the largest coffee business in the country, we got the government of India to put the money, but we got the farmers to put the money, and we came up with a research which was actually released in the Global Biodiversity Conference by the farmers. It was history, not by me. Yeah. So now there's a big election going on in Karnataka, where I come from. I come from the city of Bangalore. Have you heard of it? Bangalore. Yeah, that's where I come from. So, and all the political party wants to use the recommendation that we have made in the research in their manifesto. It is the first time the farmers are moving. So I just want to get this picture of the kind of the dynamic nature of a political process that is taking place for justice there. And your voice are very important. Yeah, Make Poverty History is one of the best things that happened was I used to go there and get the story and come back here and take your story and go and give it back to them. Are you with me? Yeah. As MDGs, this is what needs to happen. You need to have those stories, but they need to hear that when I go, I promise you, when I go in June back in, one of the first story I'm going to tell is about you. You believe me? Yeah. I will tell them. Because they will know. They will know. Here is a bunch of people in Britain on a Saturday. Nice sun after a long time.